Game week 5. You know what? I'm absolutely all for this FPL shithousery. Like, aren't you guys having fun? So first, let's look at my predictions, well, to see how completely ballsed up they were. And then on to the absolute catastrophe that was my team. The first game saw Liverpool beat Newcastle 3-1, with Newcastle scoring a goal. So yet again, 4 weeks out of 5, no Liverpool clean sheet. Like, are you mad? Newcastle looked like they could have actually got something out of the game, but Salah, Mane and Firmino were not having that at all, with them all stepping up and getting some very nice clinical goals. Firmino, the sexy man, with a cheeky flip to set up the Salah for the cheeky goal. Very cheeky. Brighton-Burnley was, I guess, the only one I got kind of close, with it ending 1-1 instead of 2-2. And I'll get to it when I show my team, but Brighton losing their clean sheet in the 91st minute. Stop scoring goals, everyone, please. I need my clean sheet points back. But Burnley actually only managed 1 shot on target and managed to score, with Brighton dominating most of the game, so they would have felt hard done by, like I am with my clean sheets, to not get any more points. Like, I'm not mad, are you? Man United Leicester was, well, boring. 1-0 from an early penalty and not many other real chances. Disappointing game from both teams really, but a much needed win for Man United. Martial was out again, so that wasn't good. But Leicester actually looking like they're lacking goals, which ain't good at all. What are you doing, boys? Every team has to score at least 3 goals from now on because clean sheets don't exist. Just keep scoring. Sheffield Southampton was a very close one, where I just got it wrong with it swaying 1-0 the other way. Southampton's goal was actually very well worked solo goal by the Mane part 2, I mean De Genepo, to get the only goal. But Sheffield did score, and then I like it. So a very close game with only 1 goal. What? Spurs Palace ended 4-0 at half-time, and did they play the rest of the match? Someone needs to get Son tested because he was on something else that game. He was looking very good. Spurs have a lot of goal scorers in their team, and they actually kept a clean sheet. Christmas for Spurs fans. But not a good day in the office of the Palace, who conceded double the amount of goals they've conceded all season in 1 half. So back to poor Palace it is. Wolves and Chelsea, and Wolves, you do realise you're in the Europa League and the Premier League, right? Their wins this season are just like their defence, just non-existent so far, as Chelsea scored 5, with Abraham getting more goals. Stop, I said he couldn't do that, stop. So this prediction was just a little bit off, but surprisingly, not the worst. After Norwich beat Man City. Like, honestly, a round of applause from Norwich, because with almost a full team on their injury list, beat an almost full-strength Man City. Very impressive. From an FPL perspective, this game did not help most of us at all, but sometimes you just gotta sit back and admire what really happened. Like, it wasn't just 1 lucky goal, 3-2 with some really nice play all game. Very impressive, and just very well done, Norwich. Very well done. Everton have somehow looked amazing and absolutely terrible in 2 games, with them losing 3-1 to Bournemouth. And to be honest, a very flat performance from them both. But that's just them away from home and Bournemouth at home. After kind of a slow start by Bournemouth this season, they could be off to a rocket now, scoring a few, but still haven't quite got it running so far this season. Arsenal, their defence is Arsenal. They went from looking like they could have won the game 5-0 at the first half to somehow not losing by 10 goals. Watford managed over 30 shots, the most they have ever done in a Premier League game, because Arsenal, David Luiz summer signing of the century. Well done. You somehow bought someone worse than Mustafi. But Watford looked very promising under their new old manager already, so maybe they can actually win a game now. Villa West Ham somehow ended 0-0. The game was so open, so much was happening, yet absolutely nothing happened. Even after Masuaku got a red card for going near another player, he didn't actually touch him. That shit was going on there. Villa still couldn't capitalise on that. Now, not being able to score against West Ham is bad enough, but not being able to score against 10-man West Ham? Come on, Villa, you're almost worse than my FPL team right now. But it did end up all square. So every one of my predictions was almost completely wrong, which correlates very well with my team, actually. But last minute, as I update you guys on my Twitter at NathanBaconFC, I decided to do the Rick and Morty IQ big brain transfer of the injured Martial out to David Silva. As I thought, well, Martial isn't going to be playing for another week, and David Silva at least gives me an extra Man City cover, as Sterling was my only forward, and they're going to beat Norwich 8-0, right? As everyone else said. But then the best part, I took a -4 hit to make this transfer. Yep. And it's just all downhill from there. So the game week average this week, which I don't even get because I swear everyone did bad, was 52 points. The game week highest was 128 points, so not that many. And my team scored some points, not a lot, but, you know, some points. with 37, making me have the biggest, fattest red arrow, going from 100,000th overall to 939th and 123rd in the entire world. Which, can I even say anything about that? Like, what? Almost everything went wrong with my team here. But let's go through all the players and chat shite about how they did. Starting in goals, we had Matt Ryan, who for 90 minutes didn't concede. Finally, another goalkeeper clean sheet, putting Ryan ahead of all other cheap goalkeeper options. Then Burnley with their first shot on target of the entire game in the 91st minute, 25 yards out, and it goes in. Unlucky! So Ryan got a very good 2 points this week, almost so much more. Then we have Trent, who again, no clean sheet, was so close to a goal and some assists, but nothing. So you can just see how this week is going already. But Robertson did finally have an assist, which is clawing back his side right now. But Trent, come on, next time, welly boot it into the top corner, please. Otherwise, another 2 points. Then we have my Sunday saver, my own Jesus. Don't worry, the one guy that will change my entire game week with some really nice big boy returns. Digne, with a big fat 0, after conceding 3 goals and getting a yellow card. Everton went back to their toothless selves, and Digne, even after a few crosses, didn't really look like he was going to get an assist, so another disappointment. Then my final defender, the one I thought could actually get something this week, Sheffield with Southampton at home, clean sheet, couple of goals. Lundstrom, what do you think? Nah. They conceded just the 1 goal, ruining the clean sheet, and no involvement, obviously, in their 0 goals. So again, just 2 points, meaning my defence got a total of 4 points from 3 defenders. A very good effort. Well done, lads. Remember when a lot of people were doing 5 at the back at the start of the season? How's that going for you? Then on to midfield, and oh my god, a player that scored? What? But it's Salah, who managed to get himself a goal and 2 bonus points for 9 points in total. But only my vice-captain, because guess what? I decided to captain Mr. Blank 2 games in a row, Sterling, who managed to get 2 points, double to 4. Oh, Sterling, you spoil me, you cutie. And even though Norwich won, this is now 6 Man City goals in a row without Sterling being involved at all. Are you worried? Because I'm actually not. He has actually been very close to scoring in those 2 games. I'm sure he will make up for it. Won't you, Sterling? Yes. Then we have my next high IQ last week transfer of James Maddison. 8 minutes into the United game, he's basically through in goal and almost scores, and De Gea with a very fortunate save. And then absolutely nothing for the rest of the game. Ironically, I transferred out Sigurdsson to Maddison because Everton didn't look like scoring. Leicester don't look like scoring much at all. And especially with their kind of hard fixes coming up, I feel like this might not have been a transfer worth it. And our final midfielder was my 4-point hit for this week. My first hit of the season transfer, and it was David Silva. You know what? Before the Norwich game, hearing all this talk about the odds of Man City winning by so many goals, the fact that I didn't have De Bruyne or Aguero was actually terrifying me. I didn't want to miss out, and as soon as I found out Martial was definitely out again, I decided David Silva was my next best option. After not playing in the international break, I thought this was a perfect opportunity for him to start and get a lot of points. Teams come out, De Bruyne is rested, Silva captain, I'm loving it. And 1 point. For him not even playing 60 minutes and not being involved in any goals. So absolutely great. The only upside is that if I kept Martial, Holebas was my first sub and scored 0 points after playing. So I guess I've only lost 3 points. And David Silva might not even play that much in the next few games. So whoops, I guess. On to forwards, and the main man, you can't sleep on him, Timo Pukki. He has now scored against Liverpool, Chelsea, and now Man City. I actually can't believe people benched him, but he managed to get a goal and assist and 3 bonus points to get 12 points, meaning him and Salah got over half my points, which I am very thankful for. Oh, thank you, my Pookie man. But I personally don't think it's a good idea to ever bench your forwards. Like, why would you do that? Then the Ashley Barnes train. Did it get stuck in the station or something? Because 2 points to me doesn't seem that impressive. But I'll forgive you now. If you repay me with a few goals next game, please and thank you. And finally, we have Haller. Unfortunately, West Ham weren't able to string together any real chances, so he didn't really do anything. But he has scored in the last 2 games, so I guess I can at least forgive him for now, but maybe not next time. So overall, my team, not good. But you know what? I'm actually sponsored by McDonald's right now because I'm loving it. A lot of experienced, know-it-all FPL managers this year are doing really bad, and it makes everything just so much more fun. As long as you don't stress yourself out or get too caught up about all of this, it is actually really fun right now, and it just makes it all interesting. My rank has gone from 26,000th in the world after Game Week 3 to almost outside the top million, which is absolutely hilarious. But I, for one, am still not ready to use my wildcard. My problem right now isn't with my team, it's with my points and questionable decisions. But I am absolutely loving it right now. My potential thoughts right now are actually to take a -8 point hit to get out David Silva, Maddison and Holebas to a bench fodder defender, Son and Mount. Now that actually sounds very, very good, and I hope that I could wait for this transfer one more week, because then that would actually only cost me a 4 point hit. But if price rises too much, I might not be able to do that, so we'll have to see. But on to people that have got it right so far, with number 1 in my league right now, and apologies for the pre-enunciation. We have Rihad Durakovic with Mucini Puleni. He scored 55 points this week, actually just over average, but now has a total of 381 points to be 43rd in the entire world. This team right here was actually a free hit team, and very interestingly, he still got Pukki and Cantwell in, even with triple Man City, so maybe he knew what was going to happen. His defence got him a total of 1 point from 4 defenders and his goalkeepers, so saying he still had better than average, very impressive. But what did get him the points was Salah scoring, Cantwell scoring, Aguero scoring, Pukki scoring, and Abraham scoring a hat-trick. So he did get quite a lot of it right. To show you why he's so high up in the world, and the highest in my league right now. Now we move on to the current number 1 in the entire world, and it's still Bradley Parry with Stuck on Trent. He had a better than average 63 points this week after Captain Salah, Pukki and King getting him a lot of points. But he now has 421 points after playing all of his chips to make him 12 ahead of everyone else right now. So it will be very interesting to see if he will be caught up by some people that haven't used their chips, as there are a few people in the top 10 that have only used their wildcard chip and nothing else. But I, for one, still haven't used any chips at all, so I will indeed catch up with everyone else, if they stop playing. But I will catch up, mark my words. But that is all I have for you today. This game week, just like the last, has gone not the best for some, but don't worry about it. It's all fun, part of the game. So thanks for watching, and remember.
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now.